Not at all. This is so funny. Okay, more. Coming right up on Weekend at the Cottage. Welcome to Weekend at the Cottage. I'm Nick Manojlovic. Anna Olson, joined today by my dear friend Anna Olson.
Hello, Nick.
Thank you so much for making this trek up to cottage country. But I think everybody wants to know, this is nothing new for you, the cottage experience, is it?
Well, yes, your place is beautiful here. Michael and I have a cabin as well. We're in more of a beachy community, but we do love that cottage culture when you just clock out and the pace of everything changes, including the way I bake changes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. Like how does it change here?
Well, I mean, at the cottage is all about treats, right? Mm-hmm. Snacks, extras.
Got it.
There are no calories at the lake. And sometimes you want to make a dessert, but I don't want necessarily, I want to be at the water, not in the kitchen the whole time. Right. So a dessert that speaks of the cottage, speaks of comfort and gooey yumminess like s'mores is a natural.
Right. So no surprise that Anna Olson is making the one dessert you've got to do this summer right now. Okay, start us off.
Well, these are, I call them s'mores squares because they're not just assembling a graham cracker, marshmallow, and a hunk of chocolate, which is the traditional s'more that you would wrap in foil and toss in a campfire. These are actually baked in a pan, and I like it because you have two options. When I first created the recipe, it was intended to be chilled and then cut into squares so you see the layers of graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate chip. But I did discover that hot out of the oven, just a big old spoonful into a bowl is also
that would be my thing.
Yeah.
So how do you like it, cold or hot?
I like it cold.
I'm saying I want it all gooey and goopy out of the oven.
Okay, well let's deliver on
We're
that.
gonna see which way you like it when you make this at home.
Well, the first thing you want to do is line your pan. Now it is the cottage. I wanted to make a recipe with you, Nick, that doesn't involve a lot of fancy tools, equipment. So while I've got a square pan, you could use an oval baking dish, you could do individual, whatever you have. Just, it's got to hold a volume of marshmallows and chocolate.
Can I just say one thing really quick? I cannot believe Anna Olson's at the cottage kitchen. I'm like watching this going, okay, so you're gonna start right off the top of the tip?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
How to easily line your pan, because the marshmallows do get sticky.
Yeah.
And I like But to line a square pan, the easy way to do it is take a square of parchment, fold it into quarters like this. So this is the center point. So at the opposite edge, you just take a pair of scissors and cut in.
Are you kidding me? Look at you.
When you open it up and see how these edges meet at the edge of the pan, so when you press it in, the triangle points overlap at the corners, and that's where you tend to have goo leak in. I am not doing
this is experience, friends. This is somebody who, that's a great tip, right? Perfect.
There we go, and it stays in place.
And I liked your previous comment where you can just now lift it out when it's out of the oven.
Once it's cool, hot, you just scoop right in. But you just pop it out to cut it into your portions.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna set this aside because we wanna get really technical here.
I'm gonna give you this now?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And we're making the step that is called the goo.
The goo.
Yeah. Here we go. I wanted to keep this recipe easy so that if you've got little hands, this would be a great rainy day activity to do.
And that goes out to parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, little kids in your midst. I think you should follow. Take Anna's suggestion.
Because there are no raw ingredients, so if things get tasted, it's perfectly safe. If measurements get a little off kilter, it's not going to compromise the recipe. So the first thing I'm going to add is half a cup of, I like to use unsalted butter. That's just my habit because I bake with unsalted butter. Half a cup of milk, and then 2/3 of a cup of light brown sugar. I also like that these are ingredients that if you don't have everything on hand, they're such common ingredients. Pop out to that local cottage grocery store.
That's a great tip. Get in the boat, go out to the marina, right? Hey, I need sugar.
I guarantee you they have graham crackers too, right?
Perfect.
And that was just a teaspoon of vanilla in there. So this just needs to be melted. All I'm looking to do is melt the butter. So on medium heat, it'll just take a couple minutes. You can stir it once or twice. And while I'm over there, I'll preheat the oven to 350.
Preheat oven to 350 and we're gonna go melt this. So easy. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there's not much to it really.
Let me see.
Yeah, just give it a stir. It's not really pretty at all, but you're just looking to melt the butter.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
That's all you need to do. You could even use a microwave if you wanted to, but I don't have a microwave.
I don't have a microwave. Do it the way Anna did it.
Old
here.
school.
Old school.
Now, this goo is about binding the marshmallows and chocolate chips and graham crackers together. So this is too thin. So what I do is I add graham cracker crumbs.
Oh, perfect.
You want to dump those in.
You bet.
Well, and let's talk seriously because graham crackers are made of whole wheat flour with a touch of honey. So can we call this nutritious?
Nutritious and
High
healthy,
fiber.
everybody. That's
So you stir this in and the graham crackers will plump up and thicken this, literally turning it into just a goo.
Goo.
So now we'll slide this over and it's time to assemble.
Oh boy, here comes the fun part, people.
This is actually, second to eating, this is the best part.
We're assembling our s'mores today in really attractive cookware. This is actually, and you designed it, this is Anna Olson kitchen cookware. Tell us a little bit about this because I'm quite in love with everything in the line.
Well, I've got 48 pieces with more to come of items that I have had a hand in designing, from baking pans, decorating tools, baking tools, the items I like to use because they just make baking easier and fun.
From experience, right? We're going to suggest you head to Weekend at the Cottage, check out our links in the story. Also, you can visit Anna Olson Kitchen for the full details.
So now in the recipe, I do call for 6 cups of mini marshmallows and 2.5 cups of chocolate chips. So the first layer, just lay out in a single layer the graham crackers.
You're not really doing anything, you're just kind of putting them in there.
Just, they can single layer pretty much, but you can overlap a bit.
Yeah.
Break them up into pieces, just make them fit in the dish.
Yeah.
Now I take my goo.
Yep.
And you don't have to measure it, but I'm looking to pour about 1/3 of it over top of the graham crackers. Okay, now for marshmallows.
Yeah.
Just a big old handful.
Okay.
Again, about 1/3.
I better try them. Make sure they're fresh.
Actually, this is a great use if you have, you find those marshmallows at the back of the cupboard, they've dried out a little bit. Yeah, that's what you use these for. And then I sprinkle the chocolate chips right on top. Oh, before I put the goo on, the next layer of graham crackers. Drop those in.
Yeah.
So now you just repeat what we did the first time around.
Cooked. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you do the marshmallows?
You bet. Yeah. There you go.
More.
More. True to the name of it all.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now the last layer of graham crackers.
Perfect.
I'm gonna flatten that in a little bit. The last of the goo. It doesn't even stick to the pot, so cleaning up is easy. You want to try and keep this simple. You want to be enjoying the process,
Yeah, that's
not the
really
dishes.
smart though, and I love that. Good. Now I do marshmallows.
Yeah, put them all in there.
Okay. You get this.
I'll do the same.
Wait. I gotta make sure every single corner. Okay, go ahead.
I'll do the same with the
Beautiful.
chocolates. And this is it. It's ready for the oven.
Okay, so now we bake.
Yes, it takes, now it really depends on your oven. Cottage ovens,
Exactly.
I don't know what you're up to. But at 350, it should take about 16 to 20 minutes. And really all you're looking for, because there are no raw ingredients here, is a nice even browning of the marshmallows. You want that toasted marshmallow taste.
You bet. Let's do it. Perfect.
Okay. Look at this.
Look at this. Talk about two happy people. This, fresh out of the oven. I got the bowls and the spoons. Can we have it warm?
We can have it. I know, I like it cold.
Okay, let's talk about this. I like it warm because it's, oh my gosh, I got goosebumps. It smells so good and I really want to dig in. Now, why do you like it cold though?
It tempers the sweetness a little bit.
Right.
And I like that I can eat s'mores on the run. So you can make it on Wednesday, cool it, in the pan, chill it, and then it's easy to pack up to transport to the cottage. So you have a treat right when you arrive.
S'more road trip right here. All you need to do is get in the car and head to the cottage.
Another thing you can do, if you make it ahead and cool it, is cut it into the squares and then you can wrap those in the foil and just warm them up, either campfire, oven.
See, this is why she's...
Get to the goo.
You're amazing.
You need to get to the
goo. Do I get to do it or you get to?
No, you do it.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna dig into this corner. Oh my gosh, Anna, look. Oh,
But you still have the crunch of the graham
I
crackers
know.
in
I
there.
have all
It's
kind-
gooey, but
Yeah, but look at, I'm actually going right to the bottom and it's all coming up. This is fantastic. Look. Oh.
And you think this is enough? Oh no, we'll be,
Cheers.
when the cameras stop rolling, it's all
This
disappear.
is gonna go quick. Oh,
Don't burn your roof of your mouth.
okay. But it's, you can see, beautiful.
We can smell that combination. What
Oh my
is
gosh.
it about graham crackers with marshmallows and chocolate?
What is it about this whole recipe, Anna Olson? You freaking knocked it out of the lake. Oh, how fantastic.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I am sold on the warm.
Well, I'm gonna try it cold. I know. Okay, here's a final suggestion. We want you to try Anna Olson's incredible s'mores both ways. Have them cold, enjoy them hot as we are today. Ultimately, today was all about enjoyment. Anna, we enjoyed having you visiting Weekend at the Cottage. Thank you so much.
Oh, a pleasure, Nick. Always.
Thank you. For more information, head to weekendatthecottage.com or head to annaolson.ca. You're probably watching this video right now on our YouTube channel, but don't forget to visit Anna's YouTube channel. Oh, yum. Finally, look for both of us on our social media platforms. We are Weekend at the Cottage. You are
At Chef Anna Olson.
at Chef Anna Olson. Lots of great things for you to check out. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Come on back and visit again soon.
Cheers.
Dig in. Beautiful. What's the matter?
Go fix your hair.
Yeah, exactly. I totally get you.
I can feel it. Oh, thank God. Okay.